pop up and let me know? All
It's
right.
Live,
live.
live.
It looked like it's live. All right. What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lucky coming to you live and direct with another live stream. I hope everybody's doing good. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Chat, I need y'all to do me a favor. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you can see me and you can hear me clearly. I had some audio issues as usual. And I need y'all to let me know that y'all can see me and y'all can hear me okay. All right. Now, listen, y'all, if you're new to the stream, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I appreciate your support. As you come onto the stream, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, if you like the content, consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop some new content. So, I got some people backstage and I'm gonna bring them on board one by one. First and foremost, we got Miss Millie. What's going on, Miss Millie? How you doing?
What's up, Mr. Lucky? What's going on?
Ain't nothing, ain't nothing. All right, so like I said, I let everybody know that the audio was a little choppy. So again, I apologize to y'all chat. I'm working on it. But we're gonna get through this live stream. I also want to bring on the man, the myth, the legend. He is known as Mr. Nobody. What's going on, Mr. Nobody?
What's good? What's good, brother?
Mr. Nobody, do
Oh,
you got the horns or what, man? Come on, man. You don't got the horns today either?
oh.
Okay.
Oh man. All right. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. All right, so we're
Running
gonna
on a
have
flat tire, man. I'm
you
on
know
a flat tire.
all right, it's all good. We're gonna get today's conversation started, right? I came across a quote, and I know everybody is familiar for the most part with this quote. Now, I've heard it several different ways. So, first thing we got to do is establish what the quote actually is, okay? And it goes a little something like this: behind every successful man, there is a strong woman. Now, I guess we've heard this in many different variations, right? I've heard behind every strong man there's a strong woman, behind every successful man there's a strong woman, and just different variations of that particular quote. But to make sure I'm not the only one that heard this quote, has there anyone else heard this quote before or a variation
Yes.
of it?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yes.
Don't know why.
Mr.
Why, but we
Nobody, what do
hear it.
you mean you don't know why? What do you mean by that?
Because a woman must have made that thing up.
Okay, so that
Because
that
it always go back to
Of
like
course,
cheap.
blame it on the woman. It could have
I
been
mean,
a strong man
ain't no
who
man
had a
brought that up.
successful woman, had a strong woman backing him that made that up. It could have been that. It just had to be a woman that made that up.
Ain't no man said that, or he said to make her feel good. Shit, strong, successful man, probably by himself. He stayed smart and kept it to himself and kept going.
Miss Millie,
Shit.
what's your thoughts on that? Behind every successful. Okay, so first let's clear it up, right? What variation of that have you heard before? As it was it like every strong man, every successful man? That like what variation, or have you heard it in many different variations? Miss Millie, you there, Miss Millie?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
well,
Oh,
to
that's that
me,
damn boom farm. I told you, boy.
nowadays,
Seven
nowadays,
ninety
I
nine
have
to
to
do
look
that to
at
you.
it.
7.99 pause you up.
Well, to me, when it comes to that, it depends on the person. Like if you have a guy who doesn't have that drive and now he got a woman who's pushing him to do so, you know, that might help him succeed or whatever. Same vice versa when it comes to a woman. It all depends on that person's drive. Because you can have a strong woman, but that don't mean you're gonna be that man that she's trying to push you to be. Just like when it comes to a woman, you can have a strong man or a successful man, but that don't mean you're gonna be that successful or that strength that he wants if you don't have that drive to be so. So it's all depend on your drive. Because technically nowadays you don't have to have a man nor a woman to be successful. It's the drive that's in you, whether you want to be successful or not.
Okay. Okay, I got
Mm,
you. Um, okay, so you said that you don't necessarily need a man or a woman to be successful, right? You can be successful just on your own, right? Whatever we deem
Yeah.
successful, right? Because everybody's gonna
Mm-hmm.
have their own version of what success is, right? Some people might attach it to money.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might attach it to status. Some people might attach it to, you know what I'm saying, just the career that they have, or their title at that particular job, or something like that, right? So, um,
Yeah.
success is objective, right? But so if a man can be successful without a woman, and a woman can be successful without a man, why do you think that quote even exists? You know what I'm
You have to
saying?
think about when that quote
that's what
was
I said.
started. It was started back in the day when women was basically at home supporting their husband, cooking, cleaning, doing wifely duties, as they say, you know. So all they had to do was support and help their man get to where they need to be. Can't use that same quote for today, because
Uh,
today you got a lot of the guys don't have that drive. They want a woman to sit there and take care of. They prefer that. A
no.
woman can drive, try to drive them into doing. But at the end of the day, like I said before, if they don't have that drive to want to do for themselves, they're not going to do it. So you can have a strong woman, but that don't mean that man gonna be that strength that you need or you want, because he don't have that drive in him.
Well, that goes back to that
Like
statement.
everybody,
It don't refer back to that statement then, because if he's a successful man, then he's a driven man. So that wouldn't
that's
go
what I'm
back to that
saying.
thing. That won't go back to that same statement. But
But
if
that's what
you
I'm
have a
saying.
one,
That
yeah.
goes for man and woman.
No, I mean I understand what you're saying. We said back in the day, because that's probably where it came from, and that's what they were meaning. That a good woman was behind the man that was bringing in the money and bringing up
Mm-hmm.
the family, doing successful things. And nowadays, it's not, because, be honest, don't nobody support anybody. Everybody trying to do their own thing. Everybody want to
Exactly.
be an individual, even within the household. Everybody individuals, and so things
Yeah.
don't get accomplished like it used to. I don't think so anyway, because everybody trying to do their own thing,
And
and then they end up splitting it and doing less. You know, stronger together.
then now
That's
you
what I
got
always
people
look at it.
arguing. Now you got them arguing about who doing more than the
Right.
other.
Right. And that's like I said, the strength is always the unity of the family. So when you in a family and you trying to do different things, I want to have my own, you have your own, but we're not trying to put this thing together and we keep going in different directions. The family ain't really going nowhere. You're pretty much getting ready to head out on your own, but you're not really doing much. And
Yeah.
then and so it ain't the same thing, because now everybody want to be the successful one in the household, you know, versus we just be successful and keep it moving.
As a whole.
Everybody want to be individuals. Yeah, everybody be individuals. Like to say, you got married people out here
Mhm.
talking about they independent. You're not independent if you married. I don't care in what nature. If you married, you got somebody. So you're not independent.
Yeah.
So but you hear that all the time. But my thoughts on it.
Okay.
I agree with you when it comes to that. I totally agree
You know.
with you when it comes to that, Miss
Uh
Nobody. Because of the simple fact, it's not it's not no I in team. If we
Negative.
supposed
Right.
to be a team, we a team. It ain't no I in team.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And that's where a lot of people fail to realize that when they get in a relationship, now they looking at, oh, I got this and you got this.
Yeah.
This is mine and this is yours. But when you
And-
marry, it's supposed to be ours. Both is ours. Yours is mine, mine is yours. But
mm,
nowadays is you got you, I got me, we meet in the middle.
yeah, pretty much.
Or either I got me, you've got to figure out you. I help you when I can, but you figure out you. Then once
Yeah.
you figure you out, then we can meet in the middle.
Yeah.
In
I
a
mean, I
lot in
see
a
it.
lot of
No.
situations, I look at it like this. In a lot of situations, women tend, because of the way society is now, women don't allow men to be men.
Well, no, men be men. If a man don't, if a
No,
woman
no,
don't,
no,
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 listen.
no, because
I mean, I
I
understand what
say
you're saying
that
about that, but he still has to be who he is. She can't make him. He's already a weak man if he's with her and she's controlling it. You know what I mean? You either a masculine
yeah,
man or you're not. That's just the way it is. So if
true
you
indeed. But however, when
he can only
like
do what she
a
allowed him to
man can
do.
start
Yeah,
off, that is true. That is a true statement. That goes
yeah,
for anybody, man
exactly.
and woman. A
Yeah,
person only can do what you allow them to do.
exactly.
So, and I go and I say and go back to what I was saying when women not allowing men to be men is the fact that, like, once they get married, women think that men supposed to, oh, you got to stay in the house, you go to work and come home, you can't do this, you can't do that. Only single men do this, and only single men. That's not true. I truly believe that. I truly believe that when it comes to a relationship, women need to have their time for them to do what they want to do, as long as it's not disrespecting the relationship or the marriage. Just like men should have their time to do what they want to do without having their woman or man up their behinds. Like everywhere they
Yeah.
go, they there. So that's what I mean by women not allowing men to do what they want to do, because women, I see it a lot. Women, oh, they want to go to the club, they want to have fun with their friends, but soon as they man say, "Well, me and the boys about to go chill," it's a whole argument.
So you
It's
saying
a
they're
it's a
insecure?
problem.
So the women more
Yeah,
insecure than
yeah,
the men?
I'm not saying that, because men can be very insecure,
She
Now
said
but
you
they
said a whole lot.
internet.
however,
Now you said a whole lot. Now, but
uh,
that what it come down to.
however,
But you know that it is true
however,
though. But that is true though. That is true. They
men,
go more
women
than
can be
men. Yeah,
control. I ain't gonna say control. I ain't gonna say. I'm not gonna say insecure. I'm gonna say more controlling when it
yeah,
comes to certain situations, if that man
yeah.
allow them to do so.
Right, right.
But if you check it at the door, at the front door, before, then
Exactly. I call it
whatever
nipping in the
happens,
bud.
happens.
I call it nipping
Yeah,
in the
nip it
bud.
on in the bud.
You nip that
Yeah,
shit in the bud at the beginning. You won't have all that. But
exactly.
a lot of
But a
guys
lot
don't
of them
because
don't.
they
They
in love
Cause
and
they thinking, no, it's not no love. That ain't no
shit.
love. They in lust. They
God
think it with their
damn.
little head and not the big head.
God
Shit,
damn.
they ain't no lust after a couple years.
No,
They
no, they
just
still don't know. They
that's
can
it.
still be thinking with their little head. Cause
God
I done had
damn.
people, oh, I'm in love with them. I'm in love with them. But what do you love about them besides just the sex?
God
They
damn.
can't tell me.
No, if I'm gonna tell you, if it's a nice looking woman,
Because if you got more
they will let it
complaints
ride with
than
it.
you do,
That's because
you say if
they
they
don't.
what?
You got some dudes that used to having nice looking women, and when they get one,
Mm-hmm.
they don't care what she does. It's what she do. They don't care. They'll be
Yeah.
in love with what she had, how she look, her aesthetic.
Yeah.
They in love with that, and they love when she go
So
out. They make him
so
look
that's not
good. But hold up,
in
you
love
freeze it up.
though. Being in
No,
love with
I'm
a
saying,
person is loving everything about them.
no,
There,
no. Listen, no, you don't have to. You can love how she look and don't care about nothing else. A lot of guys, I mean, on a women's side, y'all might feel that way, but men, they
that's
will love what they see.
infatuation.
No, he love what he
That's
see because he love to get.
infatuation.
And he like to look good with her and this, even though they may not even sleep together. He just like have
That's
like they. You heard that
infatuation
thing?
though.
You heard the thing? Trophy wife and eye candy.
Yep.
A lot of guys like
Yep.
that. They want to have that. They don't even have to deal with the woman. You just when we need to go somewhere, I need you to be this pretty. Come out, make him look good, and go on about their business. That's
Yeah,
a true
but once
thing.
again, that's not love though. That's in fact you infatuated by the way
No,
they
he
look.
loved her because she support him in just doing that, and she keep herself up because that's what he likes. She keep herself up, and that's what he want her to do. and he loved her for that. Other than that,
They
that's
see, but
it.
see, I don't look at that as being love. See, people
You
they
looking
put
at
love, they
emotional.
throw,
You
they
looking
just
at
throw in
emotions.
love.
I'm not
But
looking
see,
at the
that's
love
love. Love is an
emotion.
emotion. Love is an emotion.
I love my
That's
car,
a
but
feeling.
I ain't trying to get down with it. You can
Like you
love
could love
feelings.
any,
You
you
don't have
could
to be
love
emotionally in
anybody,
love. Yeah, but you don't have to be emotionally involved.
but when it comes to a person, you can be, that's infatuation. A lot of people get infatuation and love mixed up because
Well,
they
I mean,
so
let's just say
close
if it was
together.
infatuation. Let's just say if it was infatuation, it's still the same thing when it come down in the household. He infatuated with her
Oh
enough
no.
to let her have her way and go and do, but she still don't want him to go nowhere. He's afraid to lose her. Like we talk about this all the time. He afraid to lose her. So he let her do what she want to do because
So it's
he
basically being
loved her so
comfortable.
much or infatuated with her so much. No, he just so have a fear of losing her. Some guys just have a fear of losing a woman and they let her do what she want to do. And she tell them he can't go do nothing. And he'll sit his butt at home. But I don't classify those dudes though, because you ain't living
So
your
what you
own
got to say
self.
about this, Mr. Lucky?
And I'm just I'm just taking it all in.
Cause I see you just
I
lucky.
understand what both of y'all are saying. I hear what you're saying, Miss Millie, definitely about the difference between love and then like the infatuation. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do believe that there is a difference between the two, right? I get what Mr. Nobody is saying as well, but I just think that there, like you said, I think love is a word that's just thrown around a lot and put into a lot of situations and categories and things of that nature. But the what love is or is supposed to be might not fit. It's just a word that, you know what I'm saying, that kind of
That's
goes
it.
along with it. But then when you break it down, you can kind of get into, you know what I'm saying? Like I think you used infatuation. I think you used lust. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you can break it down different ways. I think essentially y'all both saying the same thing, right? But just using the different
Mm-hmm.
words. But because
Right.
Yeah.
there's a breakdown where which word means what, but essentially, you know what I'm saying, on the back end. Yeah, I think that both of y'all are saying the same thing. And
Yeah, it comes down to the
yeah,
same
I
thing.
definitely
It's just
agree.
if you want to use those words,
Yeah.
but the action of the person is we saying the same
Right,
thing.
right, right. And the end
That's what I'm
result
saying.
is pretty
Yeah.
Yeah.
much the same. Just maybe the reasoning as to why it's being done is different, but on the back end, the result is the same. So yeah,
But
I definitely
where we
get it.
should go back to is why men are not speaking up and allowing the women to control them.
Well, hold on
That
before
would
we.
be, yeah.
Okay, so check
That's
this
why I
out, right?
said, yeah.
I
Go,
got
go,
you. I
go,
got
go.
you. Now we're gonna get back on track though with
Okay.
just with the quote, right? So let me ask this question, right? Um, have you ever heard the saying behind every successful woman, there's a strong man?
Never.
Nope.
Mm-mm. That's why I said a woman made up that statement. Didn't I tell you? That's why a woman made it up. Ain't no man go around say no shit like that. I'm a
so
strong, successful
what?
woman.
So but listen, is are there men that are behind a woman's success, right? What regardless of if
Oh yeah.
he's helping her actually do the work or if he's taking a load off of her, you know what I'm saying, on the back end somewhere else. He
Oh
might
yeah.
not be directly
Most
involved
men
with
don't
what it
do
is
that about it
that
though.
she's
Yeah.
doing, but he's playing a role in some way,
Yeah.
shape, or form.
Oh yeah.
But are men doing this and just not being given the credit? Do men not look for the credit because they're just doing what they believe they're supposed to
Right.
do?
That part.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
look for it. Like the
But
woman got to let
women,
people know.
a lot of women, they want,
Yeah.
a lot of women, they like their praises. They
Right.
want their flowers to know that they're doing right. So you have that. A lot of men, they prefer to just do what they feel natural. And so supporting a woman can come just be natural to them.
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
So why
it
y'all
all
need all that
depends, like I
praise?
said.
Why y'all need all that
I
praise?
don't look. I don't care about the praise.
No, I
I'm
mean
a
you be
different
around
type of
women
woman. I
though.
don't
I
care about
mean,
that praise.
but
But
you
women,
represent
you
the
know,
women
because see, you
that.
have to think about women. We have to do a whole lot. We
Oh
have to be the counselor. We got mama, daddy, doctor, cousin, brother, sister. We got to be all that.
no. Everybody doing that.
We got to
If you're a
be
parent,
the
everybody
financial
doing it. If you're in the
advisor.
house, you still
No, what I'm
everybody doing
saying
that.
is men don't have that same stress because a man can get up and leave at any time. But that woman gonna have to be there.
Well, what about the ones who hadn't left?
So we have to still be a doctor. So sometimes, yeah, we want to see our flowers. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
tell us we're doing a good job sometimes. Because at the end of the day, some men want to hear that too. They want their woman to tell them, "Well, baby, I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job." You
Mhm.
know that. So why we can't hear it
Mhm.
sometimes?
Mhm. Shit,
I
y'all
mean,
hear it all
because
the time.
I still,
I mean, what are you talking about?
I
Why y'all can't hear it?
okay.
Hell, y'all
We
blowing
got
it with a
Mother's
horn.
Day.
Y'all got a damn
We got
trumpet running
Mother's Day.
around the streets blowing that shit 24/7. What are you talking about? Y'all need to hear it. That's all we
God
do
damn.
here. Shit. Every time you turn on something is I got this, I did that, I did this. Shit, damn. Like, that's
I
some of
mean,
this
but
shit
that's
just
just
human nature. Some of just human nature stuff. Everybody do this, everybody, but y'all got to get credit for everything. Give me
no,
credit for
that's
that.
not true. That's not true. Not ain't no y'all. All
You
women
just
not
you just
like
said it.
that.
You
I
said
mean,
about for five. You said about 25 seconds. How much y'all need y'all
but
praise?
some women, but
Now you come back
yeah,
to my
yeah.
son.
I
No,
said
no. I
sometimes.
let
I
you
said
go. I let you go.
sometimes. I ain't said
Hey,
all the time. You
lucky. I
said
let her
all the
go.
time. I said sometimes.
Shit.
Didn't I not
You
say sometimes?
and I
I
say
said
all the time
sometimes. Yeah,
because
we do want to
lucky,
hear our praises.
lucky. When she first started out, what she say? We want to hear our praise. We want to hear our praise
No, I said
all the
sometimes
time.
we do want to hear our
All the time.
praise.
If we flip
Yes,
on
we
another
do.
podcast, we'll catch a bunch of women talking about how much stuff they done did and they did all this and do all that and we do all this, but we're in a modern society now. So some of this stuff y'all do is done by machines. You can purchase the stuff. You're not doing it like you used to. You can purchase this shit. Anything. You got a washer, dryer, you know, dishwashers. You can have somebody go pick your food up for you. You can
Yeah,
order it
it's
online. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You order online, just
I
drive by
mean,
and pick it up. You ain't got to walk in the grocery
women can
store.
say the same thing about men, though.
I'm saying in general.
Women
Yeah,
can
that's
say
what
the
I'm
same thing
saying.
about,
That's what I'm saying. It's a modern society now. All this stuff y'all talking about
yeah,
y'all gotta do. Shit, you could pick up the phone. I mean, go on your phone and do everything. I can't tell
yeah,
last time I've
that's
been in a
true.
grocery store. Man, we order that shit and go pick it up. I'm serious.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
And then
that's true.
if she asks me to get stuff, I'm gonna Instacart that shit. I'm gonna have them delivered to the house. Shit, I hate going to the grocery store. She know
everything,
that. I
everything
hate
is
it with a
made for
passion.
convenience,
I hate going to the grocery store. I ain't gonna lie. So if she asked me to
and
get,
that's why I say,
Instacart that
and
shit.
that's why I say things now is totally different from what it was back then. So that same quote that what we originally started from, it can't be used in today's society because we don't live like that no more.
Well, some people do.
So,
Some people do.
some people do, but not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the majority of them don't because everybody got in their head, oh, I'm gonna be a strong black woman. I'm gonna be independent, or I don't need no man for nothing, or I don't need no woman. I can do this and I can do that. But at the end of the day, everybody needs somebody because
Mhm.
you can't do everything by yourself. You can try, but everybody gonna always need somebody.
Of
So
course.
for them to have the mentality that, oh, I don't need nobody, I can do this myself, and then mad because you ain't got nobody, like this is what you did.
But
You
it's like this
said you don't
woman.
need nobody, so you cut everybody off.
Yeah, but check out. This woman told me. She said when they come. This a woman said, not me. This a woman told me this. She said when they come down to it, she said all those women that keep saying they don't need nobody and all this and this. She said they lying. She said they probably want someone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something happened in their life, but in the end, when they get over it, they're gonna desire somebody. You say so. It always happens. It can be 5, 10 years, 15 years later. They come right back. You see them on these dating shows all the time. They stopped dating be 10 years, 8 years, 6 years. Now they want to get back in the dating world. They raised their kids. They ain't want to date while they had these kids. The single parents. They ain't want to bring men in the house. Now the kids are grown. What they want to do? They want to get back out and meet somebody. She said, so it always go right back. They say that, but they don't really mean it. And it made sense when she told me that. I said, you know what? That is true. Because I see it on these podcasts. These women be sitting back for 5 to 7 years from a relationship, and they say they ready to get back out there. But a lot of them say, I don't want this. I don't need this. I don't need no man. I don't want no man. I don't have to have, I got my this and I got me that. But they be on a dating show looking for a dude.
Mm.
Every time. Every time. That's why the female dating shows are so popular. The podcasts,
Yeah.
they are the most popular podcasts out there. Because
Mm.
these women jumping on those podcasts trying to find somebody. And they have 3,000 to
Yeah.
4,000 people on those lives every time they jump on them. So they can't say they don't want nobody. Shit. Sound like they need somebody or want somebody.
All
They
right,
out there every night looking.
check this out. Check this out. Let me ask this question, right? With that quote, behind every successful man, there's a strong woman or there's a great woman or whatever, right? Can will we be able to flip it and say that behind every man that's a piece of trash is a woman that's a piece of trash? Like if the man is trash and he's
He
with a
probably got a
woman,
good woman. He probably
is
got a
it
good woman.
is it safe to say that that woman is no good, and that's an indication as to why the man is no good?
Yeah,
I mean, if
that's where it
No,
usually go.
once again,
That's
it's
how it
his
should go.
drive. It's his drive.
If
It
you got a
should be
if you
like
got a
that, but a lot of times it's the
well,
drive.
if
so
you
so
chose
It's
a
that
slow drive,
person.
if you chose a slow and slow driven person, then most likely that's where you're gonna be.
Yeah, yeah.
could it be sometimes that men, and I know it's situational, right? And I think me and Mr. Nobody touched on this on another stream that we did when I was talking about men being motivated by women. Um, what's your thoughts? I'm asking both of y'all. What's your thoughts on um, m- men being with the wrong woman? Right, like sometimes it's not.
That can
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Sometimes it's not necessarily the man, right? But it could be the relationship that he's in that
Mm-hmm.
kind of just tears
Toxic.
him down as an individual, and so now he can't really jump out there and fight the world and go to war for, against the world, because he's going to war in his own home. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where a lot of women mess up at as well, due to the fact that if you're with a man, your job as a woman, as his woman, is to uplift him. A lot of them, oh, you sorry, excuse for this, and you this and you that, and you ain't don't want nothing. Instead of encouraging him, like, hey, babe, you go do this, start your own business. I got you, do this, do that, encouraging him to do better instead of tearing them down. Like, I seen a lot of women do that. Like, just tear their man down. I feel sorry for him because I'm like, well, damn, like, and that's why I said, let a man be a man. Like, like your job as his woman is to uplift him. Like, he already have to go out here and fight with everybody in the street, black men especially. They already got that strike against them. Then they black and they're a man. That's two strikes. So for them to go out there and have to deal with the world and all the chaos of the world and have to look over their shoulders out there in the world, to have to come home and deal with mess at home, that's too much. Yes, that's gonna break anybody down. The strongest man can be broke down. When he out here, he got to
Yeah.
fight with them out there in the street. Then he got to come home and fight with you at home. That's too much. Who wants to? That's toxic.
Yeah.
Don't
I
nobody want. I mean, can't nobody thrive in a toxic relationship.
no.
Ain't
But you
nobody thriving. She ain't thriving. He ain't thriving.
Ain't no.
because because the whole relationship is toxic.
So look, check this out. I'm gonna address this comment right here. Shout out to Locked and Loaded 68 plus one. Ooh, a real man isn't going to let no one hold him down. Right? Um, do you think there are a lot of, and this could go both ways, right? Men and women, in relationships who have a fear of their partner basically outgrowing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he's gonna do good or she's
Yeah.
gonna do good. So
Mm-hmm.
let me do what I gotta do to keep them at, you know what I'm saying, at bay
Right.
because
And I've seen
they're
men
gonna
like
outgrow
that.
me.
I've seen
Yeah,
women
I've seen
keep a
men
man
like that.
from. Oh, let me get it for a minute, Miss
And
Lindsay.
women.
Let me get it for a minute because I want to go back what you were saying earlier, um, and I'm gonna jump on what you had, Lucky. I've seen it where I always said instead of it like toxic, I said some women or men are bad luck for each other. You're not meant to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what you
Yep.
do in that relationship, it doesn't work out, and people try to stay in it. It
Mm,
doesn't work,
Yep.
and you try to stay in it, and it just everything keep going left and left and left. Nothing that ever gonna go right. And that's why I always tell people like sometimes your partner is your problem. And I just
Yep.
seen it. This guy said one of the most important decisions you ever gonna make in your life is picking the partner you want to be with you the rest of your life. And so you got to be more, have a little more purpose and discernment about who you're trying to be with, because you can bring somebody in your household. You doing great, especially if you single. You doing great, and bring somebody in your house and you start seeing everything go to shit. I can't get nothing
Mm-hmm.
right because that person coming in bringing in that bad energy, that bad way of doing things. Like some people just don't know how to do things,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll mess your household up. And now, and going back to the real man thing, I think some people, like you said, they try to keep you from growing because they can't grow and they don't want you.
Mm-hmm.
You see it all the time. Like if somebody, even somebody just working out, they start getting in shape and stuff like, oh, now all of a sudden you getting in shape for a woman. You getting in shape for try to look
Mm-hmm.
good for somebody else. If you even dress up
Yep.
right, you start changing the way you dress. Oh, who you putting that on for? You ain't been dressing like
And
that.
why you smell good? Who you smelling
Yeah.
good
So
for?
automatically start trying to take the stuff away from you because they
Yep.
don't want you to look no better to even to come up because they don't decide to come up. I had a homeboy, he went and got like his teeth was messed up. And I mean they was rotting out. He went and got, dentures. He had them all pulled and put dentures in. Everybody complimenting him in his church and stuff. He said everybody was complimenting him. He said his wife never complimented him. Not one time. I was like, what? She's like, mm-mm. All the people done say how nice I look now with my, with all his teeth. He said not one time she ever gave him a compliment. And
mm,
because she always was getting the compliments, in the
mm,
church and all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Now he's getting all the attention, of course, from the women. And now she got a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as long as he was looking raggedy mouth and no women were trying to holler at her, she was
Cause I
good.
ain't nobody want them.
Yeah.
as
But
lo-
that joker put them 28 back in there. The way he put about 17 back in there. Oh yeah, he was good to go. He was all that was good to go again. Now these women hollering at him, not hollering, but oh you look good, you look good. Oh I like he's smiling everywhere. Oh yeah, he said she would not compliment him for save his life.
but do you think she felt some type of way because he was getting all of that attention? Like,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
you?
Of
But
he
do
felt
you
course she
think?
did.
Do you think in any way, shape, or form he himself changed because now he was getting attention that maybe he wasn't getting
well he got
before?
confident. He got confident, so he probably
Yeah.
did change. Like
Yeah, because
people
I think
talk all this stuff,
confidence,
but he'll
man, to
talk.
make you.
But
But
see,
now he got
she
that
wouldn't
confidence.
feel no type of way if she was her husband's biggest cheerleader. She wouldn't feel
Yeah,
no type of way. And those
exactly.
compliments from them other women wouldn't phase him because he know his wife is his biggest cheerleader.
Supposed to
Right.
be.
Instead of her being cool with it, like, shoot, that's my
They're
husband
supposed to be.
looking good like that. She getting upset.
Exactly. Like,
Now she
yeah, I
don't
know
like
my
it.
man
Yeah.
look good. Yeah. But now it's like, see,
Yeah. When he had
I
that,
mean, she
when he
ain't
had that, hey,
complimenting him. And now
like when he had
other
that one
women
tooth right
is,
there, when he
she in
had
her
that one tooth.
feelings.
Mm-mm. Yeah. When that one tooth just hanging out by itself, no, he wasn't nobody trying to hang out with him. That joker added some family members in his mouth. Oh yeah, he was good to go. Then couldn't tell him nothing.
He got some
Yeah.
furniture going on.
Right.
Got some furniture moving.
Yeah, he had an empty apartment up there at first. That joke went and got all got the full family. Was that a family loaded
Okay.
3 bedroom?
A whole furniture set. Okay. The
But yeah,
first, the
it's just
whole
that same
apartment.
thing, man. Some people they can't handle the what they call the come up, the glow up, whatever they call little simple stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they can't. Yeah,
They
they
can't
some
handle it.
people just can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm,
they really get jealous of their
and
partner.
yeah, and that's men and women. I done seen it on both ends.
Oh yeah.
Hell, I done been in that position where
The
I,
mm,
first
with a
one I
guy
had, I
that's
was about
jealous
20
of what
years
I had
old.
going on.
Yeah, I dated a girl not about 20 years old, and once we kind of got into a relationship, she started saying that stuff. Cause I, dressing or whatever. 'Cause I had a better job, so I could buy better clothes. I went but 20, you know, but there was that same
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Oh, you trying to dress for somebody else? You trying to do
Mm-hmm.
this? Like, no, I'm just trying to dress better than what I used to.
mm,
That's all. I'm making
mm.
a little bit more money. I could buy better. Saying you buy nicer
Right,
things,
right.
but nah, they ain't look at it like that. I'm with her. I don't even understand why she was tripping.
Wow.
Yeah, you go get a
Yeah,
nice dress. I'm not saying nothing about it. It's weird,
Yeah.
man.
that's crazy. Let me ask you this: Do you think people strive um and are more successful when they're in a healthy relationship versus when they're single, right? Because even a healthy relationship is
Mhm.
going to take some time and effort and you know what I'm saying, money and resources away from either a man or a woman who's striving. But do you think they can get further if they're in a healthy relationship versus being single, or do you think they can get further being single?
I think that's kind of subjective, man. Because I've
It
seen it both
depends on that
ways.
person.
I've seen it both
Yeah, it
ways.
depends on that person drive. Like what it's I'm gonna say it depends on how hungry they is for what they want.
Well, some people are better moving by
Like
themselves than with somebody else,
exactly.
and then some,
Exactly. So
they
it
move as a
depends on
unit.
their drive.
Yeah, but I've seen it both ways, so it's kind of hard to say which one is best on that.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, because I've seen it both ways.
Yeah.
I've seen because you can have you got that single aunt that shit she been rocking, having money and doing her thing for 30 years. But then you can have
By
these married
itself.
couples and these married couples doing the same thing, but they married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and she be by herself, don't have kids.
All right, listen. This is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna force y'all hand. I'm gonna need y'all to pick. I'm gonna need y'all to
You
pick
can't
one.
pick. You
Pick
can't
one.
pick. No. Well,
What
I'm
you
gonna
mean you
go.
can't
Well,
pick? You can do
I'm gonna
whatever
go
you
with the
want to do,
family. I'm
man.
gonna go with the family then. I'm gonna go with the family thing. Like you in a
Family.
relationship. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, what you say, Miss Millie? What you say, Miss Millie? You think you can get further, in a relationship, in a healthy relationship versus being single, or do you think you can get further being single?
Me personally, it all depends.
Not you got to pick a side. You
It
got to
all
pick
depends.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say. I mean, cause
Hold on, your
I think your
audio.
earpiece dying
I
out. I think
can
your
I
earpiece
can give
dying.
a
In your car light. We can't even see you.
Where she at? Come on, Miss Millie. Just stay with us for a couple more minutes. Come on, Miss Millie. Come on, Miss Millie. We just need you for a couple more minutes. This is my last question. All right, so I'm gonna rock with you, Mr. Nobody, until she get situated. So you're saying with
can you hear me?
oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So me personally, I'm gonna say like I could get to where I want to be, but I could probably get further if I have a good man supporting everything. Because I can have a lot of ideas. However, I'm focusing on one. But if I can have a good man there, like okay, well you can do this and I do this while you doing this, we can get further than what I expected. He might see a bigger vision than I can see. Like I'm looking at one picture and he looking at the whole picture. You feel me? Like I'm looking at, I can say I'm looking at within the next 5 years, and he looking at life for the rest of the life, our life. So it all depends.
Well, it's the side back thing. It's like in a relationship, a good healthy relationship, get you a little farther. Like you said, because it will.
Yeah.
Because even if you have a shortcoming, the other partner can pick it up.
So so
That's
let
how
me
it's supposed to work. But
all right, so let me ask this then. In a relationship, right? If you're in a healthy relationship, right? Do you think that there are factors that you have to take into consideration when it comes down to how far you can get in life because of the fact that you're in a relationship? Like, for
wait a minute.
example, you may have an opportunity to take a job that's, I don't know, wherever, right? But now you have to take, when you're in a relationship, right, you have to take into consideration your partner and what it is that they have going on and whether or not they're going to uproot with you, or now if they're okay with you being however many miles away and things of that nature. Do you think something like that would be a factor that can hold someone back?
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen, but
Uh,
I've seen it happen. But the relationship ended up going left. But I've seen it happen. But
mhm,
the one that was getting the opportunity was going to be making was carrying the family. The woman was trying to
mhm,
stay to keep. Let's say she wanted to keep a part time job, and the job he was getting offered, they didn't need her in a part time job. You know what I'm saying? So he was gonna make so much more by moving, but she didn't want to move because again, that individual thing I was talking about earlier, she wanted to keep that. She wanted to have her identity within the marriage, and it went left. He left. They ended up splitting up because she wanted to stay there, but she probably wish she'd have gone with him. But
Yeah, I've seen it.
but
I've seen that. I've seen that
yeah, so
myself.
so I've
So
seen it. Yeah, yeah. I would
me personally,
we done had to do stuff like that. So we uprooted and moved, did things. So we didn't had to do it.
and me
And
as a
and it
woman, and
yeah.
if I had that situation going on, and I know my man is going to be doing a whole lot better with this particular move, I'm gonna support him. I'll find
I mean
another job,
I support my wife
especially if
after
I'm
I
working a
retired.
part-time job.
Yeah.
You know, especially if I have a part-time job and he have a full-time, and this job is a better opportunity for all of us, for both of us. I'm gonna support him. Why would I hold him back from being the best version of himself he can be?
Well, misled people
So
don't
if
look at
that
it that
is
way.
being his, that is true. That is
Yeah,
true. That is
people,
true.
especially
A lot of women
nowadays,
don't.
you don't even see nobody trying to talk like that hardly anymore. So they're not
Yeah,
trying to
and
support
that's what
nobody
I'm
but
saying. A lot
themselves.
of
So
women is
yeah,
is selfish. It's being selfish. A lot
and
in
so
relationships. A lot of people are selfish in a relationship, and
yeah,
that's what
but
makes the relationship toxic.
you love toxic, don't you?
Because you're looking out for you. Yes, yes,
They're
because that's
toxic.
what it is. Toxic. Yes, toxic. Anytime it's a whole bunch of disagreement and arguing and back and forth about a bunch of nonsense, it's toxic.
I
And
just
if
call it
we got to
problems.
argue about you
Yeah.
bettering yourself, no, I don't do problems. I don't do problems. I solve problems. I don't do problems.
okay,
Oh Lord,
look,
that
I'm
boom
the
phone
problem
kicked in.
solver.
listen. I
I
got.
am the problem
I
solver.
Okay,
check it out.
okay.
Hold on. I got one more. I got one more question. Right. I got one more question. Right. Because both of y'all said that you think that in a relationship you can get further. Let me ask this: how many of y'all think that in a, I don't know how to phrase it, right? Healthy relationship, right? But if a partner, the man or the woman who's excelling, trying to get to the top, they're in a relationship and they have the ability to get to the next level in their career, that the industry that they're in, whatever it is that they're trying to do, right? But to get to that next level, they got to do something strange for a little change. That would hold them back, right? I mean, I'm just being real, right? If
If they got to do something strange with somebody else to get that to move up.
for them to move up, yeah. So there's an opportunity, but it's like, yeah, I got to do something strange to get a little change, right?
So
So,
basically, you selling yourself.
whatever it is, they're just trying to
Cause
get to
that's
the
what
next level.
because you
Yeah,
basically I mean I still prostitution is prostitution. Whether it's the excel, you getting something for something.
Okay.
So
I
at
ain't
the
be
end of
down
the
with
day,
that.
you
Yeah,
still selling yourself.
So so
You
so
still selling yourself, whether it's
I get that. I get that. I get that. But what I'm saying is that a thing that would hold someone back if they're in a relationship versus not being in a relationship. Even let's just
in
say if it's
some
something
ways
I think
it
somebody that's not in a relationship would not have a
will probably
problem.
jump on
They
that
don't have to answer.
opportunity.
Yeah, they don't have to answer anybody, so they would jump on it quicker than somebody who is with somebody.
right.
It's
So
in a
again,
relationship,
In
yeah.
most cases, some people still do it, but a person who if you don't have nobody, then it's pretty much the decision you want to make. It ain't gonna affect nobody else, you know.
right. So
But
so what
you
I'm
with
saying,
somebody, it's gonna affect everybody if gets out there.
right. So
And but that's also if you don't care about your reputation either.
They don't care
Because
about that.
nowadays reputation is a big thing. So, if you decide, okay, well, I'm gonna sleep my way to the top. Now you got your reputation to think about. So now you prone to people saying, oh yes, they don't fuck their way to the top. They don't fuck their way
oh.
to that job. They don't deserve that job. Oh,
A
my
lot of people
bad,
don't
my
care about
bad,
that.
my
A lot of
bad,
people
my
don't
bad.
care about that because because you understand where they trying to go, they're not gonna be around those people that's talking about that. So they don't care about that.
That's true. And you're right.
You know,
You're
they ain't
right.
gonna be around.
You're right. But I'm
They
just
trying to
saying
get
that's
to the
just
elite, so they ain't trying. They don't care what you say down here because this happening every day.
I mean, but even the
You
elite
know,
didn't say that. Even the elite, the ones that actually work to get there.
you got it at your job right
The-
now. You just don't know it. Somebody's in there screwing somebody at the top.
oh, I already know. I know the T at my
Exactly.
job.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
know
It's
all the
always
T
there.
over there.
Yeah, so
Of course it
Yeah.
is.
so what I'm saying is, doesn't that limit, right? And even if it's not going to that extreme, right? I get it, right? Not going to that extreme, but
Yeah.
there will
Yeah.
be some times and some things that I'm sure that people that are in a relationship would, will be uncomfortable with their their spouse or their partner, you know what I'm saying? Just doing certain things, even if it's not to that extreme, just certain situations that would be in. Like, hey, look, I gotta go take a one
But
on.
see,
I gotta go take a one-on-one trip with this individual or whatever, right? It could be a legit trip, right? But because your partner or spouse or whatever is uncomfortable with
but
it,
see,
right?
that's where that's the insecurity that comes out because if it's
D-
for the
Hold up.
job,
Let
why
her
is
finish
it
it
a
though. Let her finish.
problem?
Yeah, yeah, but
Let
I
her
don't.
finish. Yeah.
So I believe
Oh,
that there's a difference between being insecure and being uncomfortable. I don't
Right.
think that just
That's two
because
different things.
you're uncomfortable with a situation means
Right.
that you're
mm-hmm.
necessarily insecure. I don't know.
Insecure. Okay.
I separate the two,
Exactly.
right? But again, I believe that it's
Okay.
still, when you are in a relationship, right? There are going to be factors that you have to take into consideration that a single person would not have to factor in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just saying in my mind, right? And that's the answer to my question. I just believe that, you know what I'm saying, somebody who's single can get further because you don't have to take certain things, you know what I'm saying, into consideration. You can just
Yeah.
be like, yo, there are a lot of times that, some men and women where opportunities may open up where, yo, if I was single or if I didn't have a family, I would take this chance. And even if it doesn't work out, at the end of the day, I'm still the only person that I have to feed. So if it means I gotta move in my mother's basement because this opportunity didn't work out, oh well, I'm okay with that. But because I have a family, right, I can't necessarily jump out here and take this chance because I don't know where it's going to go. And so I got what's stable over here. I'm not going to necessarily jump out here and, take a risk and take all my savings and all everything I got and just go jump into this thing and then it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there are just certain things that when you are in a relationship, you have to take into consideration, you know what I'm saying? Which inherently would kind of affect the decisions that you make and therefore affect, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that
The
goes back
distance
to
that you can
what's
go.
more important to you, though. But because some people having that family
But
and
that's not what
moving
I'm
that
asking.
family.
But that's not what I'm asking.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
just
Career
I'm
wise,
just
just
I'm
career.
just I'm just making the correlation between a single person and a person with
Right,
a family.
right. But I'm saying a single person, they can be moving for a career. A person with a family, I'm just trying to move my family to a better situation. So that's a come up
Yeah.
for me. But getting in that top senior position could be able to come up for you. So I don't need that. This my come up. That's what I'm saying. But everybody have a different thing. I got what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Trust me. I understand what you're saying because we see it all the time. But they have the trade-offs. That's why they say everybody, you have the trade-offs at the end. You have people that jump into that, and at the end, you don't get to have the good
I get
family and all this. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You got the career. You got
I,
the
right.
life you want. But
Right.
they say it's a trade-off. If I want to keep the family, I'm not going to have this big elite career that I had.
Right.
You
But
know,
that trade-off only comes when you're comparing what it is that the person wants. If the
right?
person wants
Yeah,
to, but that's not what
yeah.
I'm talking about. I'm just talking about in general who can get further.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Single person. Yeah, because they don't have no
Yeah,
baggage.
single person because they don't
Now,
have
see,
no.
both of
Yeah,
y'all
they don't
said in a
have no pet.
relationship in the
No,
beginning now.
no, because I'm looking at
No,
it totally
what I.
different than what you're saying. I wasn't looking at it as far as a career because I see, like for me, I, my family move up. That's my thing. I don't have to be at the top. All that stuff. Long
Right.
as I move my family in a position where they can move up and do things they need to do, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Some people need to have, the senior corporate position, and they will do whatever they do to have that.
Right.
You know, I'm just not that person, and
Right.
so that's a trade off.
Mm-hmm.
Different what I want versus what they want. That's a
Right.
different thing. You
Yeah,
want
but
that career?
I wasn't
Yeah.
really yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't asking what you want like personally. You know
No,
what I'm
I'm just
saying?
using as an example.
I was
Yeah, I'm
just
just using
using
as
the
an example.
correlation just in general, you know what I'm saying? A person
Yeah,
who
but people
yeah,
just
yeah,
have
I get it.
different
I get it. Some people,
different
yeah, when you have a
understandings on that
family,
thing. But yeah,
yeah, I get it. Like when you
some
have a
people want
family,
families. You want kids.
And see, yeah, and see, I'm
Yeah.
right,
family oriented, so I think about family. So
right,
far as
right.
when it comes to family,
So y'all was
because
speaking from a
I'm
family
big on
perspective.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I
If I
got
So,
you.
was
but from a
single,
single person's perspective, no, a single person will come up faster than a family person because a single person, they will, if it's something that they really want, they're gonna do what it takes to get it.
because even when I was
Where
single, this something I
a
did.
person that has a family who thinks about, okay, well, if I do this, how is it gonna jeopardize my family, or is it gonna cause this in my family, or they think about other than them and
Right,
what
right. I
they
got you.
have going, what they
Yeah.
want,
Right,
because they
But when you're
have other
single,
people they have to think about.
right,
yeah, I understand because when I was single, I stopped dating a while until I got my house, my first house, the house I want, my first little house and land. Because every time I got in a relationship and tried to get it, it interfered with it. All of a sudden, they
Hmm.
think it's theirs too. I want it all.
Hmm.
I need a place over my kids. It ain't your shit. That's mine. So when I got our relationship, I was like, I ain't dating nobody until
Hold
I
on,
get
hold on.
my place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it ain't yours. This shit mine. What
Right,
what are you talking about?
right,
And
right,
that's the thing. And that's like you can get. So once I got certain things, then I went back and then I worked on starting a
right,
family and
right.
this. So yeah, you single, you can get those things. But like I said, I'm like her. I'm more family oriented. I wanted a different thing. I don't want to be by myself.
I got you.
I want to have family, my kids with me and all this stuff.
Right, right,
So that was a different goal. But I still went up that chain, but my wife went with me when
right.
I had to do things.
I
Now
got
when
you.
I retired, when I retired, it so happened her career started skyrocketing.
Mm,
And so I went with her. That's why we
right.
ended in Atlanta. That's how we ended up in Atlanta for them few years. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying?
okay.
And then we reverted back because I had the option to do it then. Because
Mm,
my career had ended.
Hmm.
I'm retired now.
mm-hmm.
So hers was moving up. So yeah, let's go and keep this thing moving.
Right,
So
right,
now I'm supporting her. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And so we kept on, then we
Yeah.
ended up coming back to South Carolina a couple years later.
I got you.
But yeah,
I got
so
you.
it
So
was her
so let me.
career moving up. Yeah.
All right. So and I'm gonna end it with this right here. Right. If you were to give right, and this is for both of y'all, if y'all were to give advice to somebody just starting out, right, young man or young woman who has goals, dreams, and aspirations to be this or be that or be who they want to be or whatever it is that they want to be, what would be the advice that you would give them? Like single, family, like how would you tell them to go about
Stick to your dreams. Stick to your dreams. Stick to your goals. Don't let nobody stop you from them. You continue to thrive and be the best version of yourself that you can be. And
okay,
if don't know, can nobody get on board with it? It's time to cut them loose.
okay,
Because at the end of the day, if they don't want to see you being successful, that means they don't want to see you be nothing. So therefore, you need to cut them loose. They want you to be where they are, where they stuck at. Cause
and
I heard us it was and I can't say she was older than me, but I heard her say she didn't want to get a job because she didn't want them to cut off her food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of crap is that to say?
Well, that's a
You
natural
know,
thing right
and
there.
that's why I say don't allow nobody to stop your dreams. You continue to thrive. If you want to thrive and you want to be the best version of yourself, if you got dreams to be rich,
mhm.
do that. Do what you need to do to do that. Don't let nobody stop you.
Okay, let me jump in
I
real
ain't
quick.
saying go out there to go rob no banks or nothing,
Okay, let me
but
jump
you
in.
do
All right,
what you need to do to thrive.
that's
Okay.
cool, but a young man would probably wouldn't understand. A young person wouldn't understand what you mean by all that. You know what you mean by that because of our past, the days, the years we have. But a young person wouldn't understand that. I got two boys. This what I told them. You're gonna go to school. You're gonna get a trade, or you're gonna go in the military. I ain't down with you getting married before you get yourself together. I ain't down with you bringing in nobody else's kids because you have to get yourself together first before you can do anything. And taking care of somebody else's kids is not your problem at this age. And so build your
Mm-hmm.
own family to go to school. And this is what I told my youngest. My oldest was he did the military. My youngest, I told him, don't even go to college in a relationship. Go enjoy college. When you get
Mm-hmm.
around your junior year, you start doing a prospect, looking at certain people that you think, dating. And by the time you get out of school, you're going to be in a good relationship with somebody. Find somebody that's in the school with you before you leave because those are the most prosperous people you're going to run into in your life. The ones that's in the college with you. They are aspiring to be something. They want to be something. Don't leave the school without trying to meet somebody in school because you get back in the real world, you're dealing with the people that ain't done nothing. So
Mm.
luckily, he ended up meeting a young lady who wanted to be a lawyer. All right. 5 years later, now they engaged to get married next year. So he actually
Congratulations.
followed what I said. My other son got married last year to a doctor. So I told him the same thing. Don't bring no mess around here. I'm being direct. I'm just being honest. You got to be like that. They got to understand you can't
Mm-hmm.
sugarcoat it. You can't be this and this. I remember it was on live and somebody said, well, what if they bring some kids there? You're going to have to accept. I said, no, I don't. I don't have to accept it. He might have to. I don't. I don't have to play granddaddy to somebody else's kids who got a granddaddy and a grandmama somewhere else. Those aren't my kids. Make your own family. That's the goal. Create your own. You young. You ain't old as jumping in this. You young. You can create your own. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
jump in. And I always tell women who have kids, try to work out the best you can with the dad's father. If you done slipped up and it happens. But try to work that part out so you can move on in life instead of sitting around, like you said, waiting for welfare and all this stuff. No. You get your life together,
Mm-hmm.
have some purpose. And as a young man, I'm gonna tell him you need to have some purpose going on. You can't be running around here just blinded. You got 26, 27-year-old man still thinking they 19. No, you're a grown man. You know, you living at your mama house. You talking like a child. No, you got to be moving like a grown man because you stepping in the world of men. They don't play. You stepping in the real world. If you trying to be like they say in the corporate world, They don't play.
Mm-hmm.
You think them white men play up there? Shit. They do not play. And the black man even rougher. So that's where everybody's goal to try to be up on that level. You push them from down here up to that level. It ain't gotta be corporate, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta push them in a different direction. You can't just throw bland language around. If you got boys, you need to be telling them that shit. Straight up and hold up. I don't care. Hey, I had a kid at 19. I know exactly how that shit goes. I don't want my boys to be in that same position. I don't want you to go
Mm-hmm.
through all that stuff I had to do just to keep things rolling and doing this because that took away my part of my life. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to experience the things I wanted to do because I had to think about supporting a child at 19 years old. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to have the freedom to grow. You need to get your degrees, but get your degrees and meet you somebody, and y'all can further your life together than sitting up here trying to do all this shit by yourself and then realize you out here by yourself. The economy is high. And
Yes,
you out
it
here trying to do it
is.
by yourself, it ain't gonna work out. You're gonna go broke. You can't save no money doing this shit by yourself as a young person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta talk different to them. You gotta be direct. And that's why it's like, yeah, what you said, I ain't saying nothing was wrong with what you said. They just wouldn't understand it. You know what I mean? So that's what I would tell a young person. I mean, that's what I have told them. But any one of my nephews and all of them, I tell them the same thing. You gotta get off your ass, son. You gotta get going. You behind the curve. Why are you still working at a fast food restaurant? You're 25. Nothing
Mm.
wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But why are you still here though? Because you got all the opportunities the world giving you. You can go to school. They got free classes. You can get a social degree free in community colleges now. You can go
Yeah.
get a whole associate's for free. You can get a trade, electrician, carpentry, all that shit free. So you got to tell them this stuff. Get off. There's no reason for you to be sitting back here not getting it.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to talk to them. Like I said, they know. They come to me. I don't sugarcoat nothing with them, especially boys. They come with that BS, talking all slow. Don't come talking slow to me. Yeah, talk like a grown ass man. And I tell them, hold your head up. They shake my hand. They all loose. Come here, shake my hand again. Don't ever shake nobody's hand like that. You know, they come and shake. Hey. No, shake my damn hand. You
You know,
teach as you go. You
I
know.
think, I,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think, I think that. Sorry, not to cut you off, man. I think
No,
that
you good. You good. I was about to stop.
so many people are so relationship oriented that they put, relationships and the boyfriend,
Yeah,
girlfriend, and this and all that
high school. You see it all the time, Lucky.
before getting yourself situated. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you don't realize, man, hold up, I just dropped a kid. Hold on, I just dropped another kid. And so
Yeah,
now,
you
like you said,
stuck.
Mr. Nobody, you behind the curve. You know what I'm saying? If you got, kids that now you got mouths that you have to feed and all of that, you can't
Right.
take the same chances that you could have taken had it just been you. And you
Exactly.
had some opportunities, or if you do have the chance to jump at an opportunity that is going to be, potentially lucrative for you or something like that, you got mouths that you got to feed. So
That's gonna be the
it's
priority.
you not
Yeah.
it's not really that lucrative. You're not gaining anything from it because everything that you get now, you got a whole family that you got to take care of. You know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
I get it, man. I would just say, for the most part, build yourself up to who it is that you need to be. Don't be focused on a relationship or anything like that, man. Get to,
Mm-mm.
you know what I'm saying, to where you can take care of you. You know what I mean? And
That's the
you
thing.
where it
Yeah.
is that you want to be,
Yeah.
and then you get into the relationship
Well,
stuff later.
even I
You know what I
told
mean?
my youngest, don't even get engaged until you ready to baby, take care of this, take care of yourself. And the thing
Yeah.
is, he lived by himself. They both lived by themselves until they got ready to until they got engaged.
Mm,
So they both had doing their own thing, which was good because he learned how to live on his own, and
right.
she learned how to live on
Mm-hmm.
her own and handle
Yeah.
their bills and all
Yeah.
this. So once they got together, they already had a strategy how they gonna pay their bills. They put one account together and they put the money in that account and that pays the bills. And they got their own separate stuff and they good to go. And they living, man, they chilling. I put it like that. They 25 and
And that's
26 and
good.
27,
Right.
living downtown Greenville. They doing it, man.
Right.
They doing it. They got their dogs and that's it. And
Right.
that's why I
Yeah.
say these young people, y'all don't see the advantages y'all have because, like you said, they up here stuck in relationships from high school. You know, 3 of my
Mm-hmm.
son's friends dropped out of college because of their high school girlfriend, because of their girlfriend. dropped out because the girl couldn't take it that they wasn't there. They went one semester. After the Christmas came around,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't go back. 3 of his friends did that shit. And then they sitting around, the girl break up with him a year later. Before the next year's out, she done broke up with him.
So in a situation like that, right? Who gets the blame for that? Does the woman get the blame for that, or
Him.
does the
Him.
the,
It's
Him.
him.
he
You
gets
ain't
the
got to
blame for
finish it.
that?
Hell yeah, he gets the
Yeah,
blame
cause
for
what? Yeah, he get the
it.
blame.
Because
That wasn't your wife.
when I
That's a
talk
high
to
school
him, and this is the crazy
girlfriend.
thing. Yeah, when I talk to him, they say, when I tell them what they should have been doing, they say, guess what they say? My dad told me the same thing.
You know,
And you
and
did
listen,
exactly
Mm-hmm.
opposite.
the reason I
People
asked
done
is
told
because
him. Yeah.
the reason I asked is because the way you phrased it, you said because of the woman.
No. Because
The reason of them
they
dropping out
allowed
was
the
because of the
woman.
But then
woman.
hold on, who gets
It
the
wasn't her
blame?
fault.
If you're
Look,
saying because of the woman,
but listen, because it was his choice to leave.
it was his
It wasn't
choice,
her
so he gets
choice.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
blame. It's his choice. He made the choice, so he
Yes.
gets the
Yes.
blame.
Yeah.
No,
You
but
can't say that. Then
Yeah,
you
went
he
can't
gets
say
home.
the
because of the
blame.
woman. You got to say
No,
because he a damn fool.
no. Listen, I get what you're saying. Yeah, he a fool, but that love shit, like you said, that relationship
I
shit you were
got you.
saying.
I
Yeah.
got you. Yeah.
So that's
Nah,
what's
I got
killing
you.
these young kids. Yeah. But a lot of parents
Yeah.
support it though. That's the crazy thing.
Right.
You'd be surprised how
Yeah,
many parents
I
are
can't get jiggy with
got these
that.
high school relationships. They got the kids living with them. They got the
Right.
kids, the girl's boyfriend living with them when they in high
Mm.
school, and then they helping them get jobs where they work and doing all this shit. Like, what are y'all doing? They in high school.
I got
Let
you.
them break up, move on. But
Yeah.
people get mad at me when I say I told my son don't go to college with no relationship, and I told
Right.
him don't date no girls
Yeah.
with kids, and people get
Right.
mad at me. I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm
Yeah.
dead ass serious.
Right.
You too young. You ain't got no responsibility for that. You don't have no training whatsoever to be ready for that kind of stuff. No, go
Yeah.
get your life together, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
Absolutely.
you ain't even live your life yet to be committed to nothing.
exactly.
Absolutely.
If a
Absolutely.
young lady already had a kid or whatever, hopefully she just had one. You can fix that. Go get your life together. Don't be worried about no relationship. Get your life together and keep
Mm-hmm.
it moving. Don't keep having kids
I got.
because the more you have, the less you can do.
Check this out. I got one more question before I close it out, and of course I'm gonna pick on you, Miss Millie.
Of course.
Miss Millie,
A
listen.
bone farm, and wore off. She had a
I'm
big
I'm
damn bottle.
I'm gonna put Miss Millie in charge of this. Listen, Miss Millie, like you said, we've heard the terminology behind every great man. There's a great woman, right? I'm gonna need you to put it out there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Behind every great woman, there's a great man. You got to start. You got to advocate for that. You got to put that
Well,
out there because
I'm gonna say yes.
listen.
Behind every great woman, there could be a great
Oh, see,
man.
they can't say it. They programmed not to give the man no
There
credit. I'm
could
telling you,
be.
they
There
are
There
could
could
be.
programmed
be.
not
No,
to give the man credit.
I'm giving them credit. I'm giving
You
them
can't
credit.
put
The
no
ones
Okay,
no
that's
you
out there doing it.
no
The
you
ones
put a
that's out there doing it, that's
what
supporting
you
their
put a
woman,
suffix
that's
or something. What
being
you put
there.
something in front of it? What do you put something in front of it? You ain't come out.
I'm a give y'all strong men y'all flowers because
Mm-mm,
y'all deserve
mm-mm.
it.
I
Yes,
no.
there behind us a lot of strong women. There could be a strong man.
There
okay,
it
but
is
Yes,
again.
look,
There
Miss
could
Millie,
be. There
Miss
could
Millie,
be.
I don't know. I'm not there.
Miss. Okay, so
You
Miss
know,
Millie, then.
men can be scarce sometimes.
No more than women, but they still say women.
All right. So Miss Millie, then.
Yeah, but not, and I don't totally agree with that one either. I don't
Well,
totally
that's why
because
he
I don't
said you got
see
to
some
change the
very
narrative.
So
successful
this.
strong
So
men
then,
Well, that's
look.
why he said you need to leave the narrative.
without a woman being with them.
All right, so we got to change both. So we start the new one for the men, and then change the original one. Change the original one behind
I'm gonna
every
say
strong man.
behind a strong relationship, there's a strong spouse.
Say that again.
What the fuck? What?
Behind.
Behind a good
Just stop.
relationship,
Just stop. Just stop.
there's a
Just stop.
strong
Just stop.
spouse.
That shit sounding worse every time you say something. Just that shit sound worse. Just stop. We
I
got it.
can't
We got it.
speak
We'll
for
do our own
every
thing. We got it.
woman.
We got it. We don't
I
need y'all
can't
to say
speak for
shit.
every
If y'all gonna say it
woman.
like that, don't say shit. Don't say a word. Y'all keep that
Well,
shit to yourself.
I'm trying to give y'all flowers. Y'all don't want that
Shit.
either.
You giving
Look,
dead
Y'all want me to
flowers.
say what y'all want me to say.
You
I
giving
look,
can't
us
Miss.
say
dead
what y'all
flowers.
want me to say because I
Yeah.
can't speak for everybody.
Miss
So
Millie.
I would say,
Listen, Miss Millie, I appreciate the effort. I definitely appreciate the effort.
She tried.
I
See, her
appreciate
mouth
the
wouldn't let
effort.
her mouth. He wouldn't let her do it, would it?
Hey.
That shit wouldn't. It was like a good man. Couldn't
Hey,
do it.
nah, she
Wouldn't let
tried.
her
She
do it.
tried. All right, check it out, y'all. I appreciate y'all. First and foremost, shout out to everybody that was in the chat. We appreciate y'all for being here. Appreciate you, Mr. Nobody. Appreciate you, Miss Millie.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I look forward to doing the next live stream. All right.
Yes, sir.
all right.
All right. I appreciate y'all. Everybody
Peace.
enjoy their evening. Peace.
Hey.
Peace.
All right, now hold on, y'all. Y'all know I gotta find this button, right? Y'all know I gotta find the button.
Oh,
So
Lord.
give me a chance. You know what? I should have been
I'm
looking
gonna play
for
with
the
my
button.
buttons. Let's play with buttons while you figure that out. Go ahead.
Oh, hold on. I think I got it, man.